Ethan out. That's a smashing ball. It's Martins.
Josie, Yobo, good move.
And it's just out to the boot.
Simco Odesi.
Sensational. What a wonderful finish. That is the most embarrassing own goal. Oh, what a goal. That's something out of nothing. He struck it sweetly. And does he ever score ordinary goals? They're all copybook stuff.
All right, another beautiful Saturday here. Welcome to the show. It is Complete Sports, your sports show with a difference. You know how we do it every Saturday. We take you on a different high. Yes, from here, from there to everywhere. You know, here we don't just do football. It is a complete sportainment. We bring you the very best of sports from here, from there, from everywhere. Different sports before we now get into the world of football. Don't forget, 4 o'clock to 4:15 is for Bet Naija. Yes, today we'll be doing it again. What are we looking at in the Bet Naija today? Before we give you our prize for today, yes, in the Bet Naija today, we're still looking at the Super Eagles. As I said last week, we continue to look at the Super Eagles. And last week we talked about who's to blame if the Super Eagles don't make it to the World Cup. And you said, some said the players, some said the administrators, while some said the government. So we are here again this beautiful afternoon. So we'll get to that very shortly. But first, welcome. On behalf of Daniel, Bobola, Amos, talking about Iwole Adetoro, I say welcome. My name is Pretty. You call me the finest. Of course, this beautiful afternoon, we'll be looking at it together. There's a legend game between Liverpool and Chelsea legend. We'll let you know what that game is all about and what is going on right now concerning that game. But let's first begin from some of the I don't like to say not too important, but in football, I mean, those who love football, we always say football is the king of sports. We'll start from non-footballing stories, let me put it that way. But let me welcome Daniel Adeyemi to the show this beautiful afternoon. Daniel, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, finest. And let me say congratulations to Nigerians.
We're
halfway there.
What are you congratulating them?
We're halfway there.
They say you should go and tame your own valley.
No, we're halfway there. So let's keep the hope.
You're halfway there. But Bobola still believes that we cannot go anywhere.
No, don't mind Bobola. He doesn't know how to actually keep hope alive.
Is he keeping hope alive or being realistic?
I mean, not being realistic. If it's been realistic, the game would have been ended yesterday. The announcement would have been made yesterday that Nigeria is no more in the competition. So we are there. Thanks to Zimbabwe yesterday. We should take some credit. We have to actually give Zimbabwe some credit.
No, we need to. If we go eventually, we need to give Zimbabwe maybe some. Since we have oil in our
we need to.
Oil in abundance. Let's give us some barrels.
Maybe some barrels. Of course, good afternoon, viewers and listeners at home. It's Complete Sports, and Saturday, when it's about this time, if it was the usual weekend,
exactly,
to be hot sports time. But it's unusual weekend. International games are going down. Of course, we have some friendly games as well. But you know how we do it on Complete Sport, not just football, total sports.
Total sport. I'm seeing Hazard for a very long time. I mean, Hazard is playing football today. I'm looking at Baba don't be. Anyway, we'll tell you what is happening concerning that game. But let's begin from non-footballing stories now. Let's begin in Abia State, Umuahia. We've been trailing these stories for some weeks now. And let's tell you that Brazil, India, and Peru dominated the medals table. Yes, the medals table in the event going on in Abia State. And what is that event? It is actually the 6th-day first Abia International Para Badminton Championship. We talked about it again last week as well. It came to an end in Umuahia, the Abia State capital, a few hours ago. Actually, Brazil emerged overall winners with 8 gold, 3 silver, and 4 bronze medals, followed by India, 6 gold, 4 silver, and of course 9 bronze medals, while Peru secured 6 gold, 3 silver, and 1 bronze. Nigeria led other African countries with 3 gold, 5 silver, and 7 bronze medals. Egypt finished with 1 gold, 3 silver, and of course 1 bronze medal. Cameroon won 1 silver and 1 bronze medal. Benin Republic got 2 bronze medals, while Congo Democratic Republic also got 1 bronze medal alongside Burkina Faso. So the host, talking about Nigeria, didn't even come first. It took those who came from Brazil, India, and of course Peru to win the competition in Abia State. We'll be talking about this issue for some time. I mean, this competition for some time. Now it finally came to an end in Umuahia.
We have to actually give it to Abia State government for doing it right there. I mean, para badminton championship, what I've heard there. And we are in the 4th place. We're not so bad. I mean, we have a total of 16 medals, and that's more than even Brazil that is at the top. Brazil has 14 medals, only that 15 medals, only that more golds, and that's what matters, though. So, I mean, it goes to show that even though all attentions are on football now and all of that, there are still actions going down in other sports around the country. So, we have to hope that whatever we learn from that, we'll put it into consideration on what we need to improve as in sports as a nation.
Okay, yes, how we need to improve in sport as a nation. But one thing is this again, Daniel, when we look at breeding different talent and different young people that will take over from the ones that are there right now, are we giving them enough encouragement for them not to begin to look elsewhere?
I mean, in recent times, we've actually had some very bad PR. I mean, in the media that actually can be very discouraging for young lads, growing up through the rank and hoping that one day, they are going to be representing Nigeria. But these days, it doesn't seem to be worth it anymore because we've seen the way we've disrespect legends, both football and, of course, otherwise. We saw the case of the Molise and the likes coming out to say how they are suffering. We also had the case of Muson and the likes of others saying how the legends are complaining they are not treated very well. Yeah. The current ones are saying they are not being treated fairly. So, and for young ladies, young boys who are growing up through the rank, hoping that I just want to represent Nigeria, you begin to see that dream, that hope, the kind of motivation it gives you is not there again. Exactly. You just want to do well for yourself, not for the country again. You just want to, use the country now. All many young boys and girls are saying now is just give me the platform. Let me use it for myself and get out of this place. Because that's what it looks like now. There is no that motivation again that I want to represent Nigeria and I want to just fly that green, white, green flag anymore. You can see it even from the boys playing football, the one running on the track. Everybody just want to make a name for themselves. So it's discouraging, and it's one thing we actually have to work on as a nation. We have to restore that pride. We have to restore that sense of, I want to represent my nation, and I'm not doing it for the sake of, making a name for myself, but rather making a name for my nation. So it can be discouraging. Where we are right now is not a good place, and I'm hoping that the sporting body in the nation will do something to work on the picture. Yeah, the picture and the kind of, mentality everybody has about the nation Nigeria.
Well, the picture and the mentality everyone has about the nation has to change. Of course, let's welcome Bamba. I don't know what he's been doing where he is, but let's just welcome him officially. Yeah, it's good to have you join us.
Good afternoon, fighters. Good afternoon, Daniel. Good afternoon to all our listeners out there. It's nice to be on the program today. It's a lot to talk about. And yes, welcome in. I was hearing about badminton. That's why it's Complete Sports. We talk about everything extensively. It's nice to be on the program today. Yeah,
okay. We've left badminton, but let's talk boxing now. Last week we talked about AJ. He has a possibility of having a big fight against Tyson Fury. But right now, Eddie Hearn was on the platform a few hours ago and he was talking. And he said AJ will actually have a fight in Nigeria before getting a fight elsewhere against Tyson Fury, the one that's the big one the British people are looking for. So we don't know yet which fight they want to stage in Nigeria, but he's saying he has a nod. He's got a nod. He's going to be coming back, and it will be in Nigeria first after his elbow injury gets healed finally.
Well, I think, yes, everybody has been dropping their opinions as regards Anthony Joshua. But he himself, he hasn't come out to say anything about bouts that he would be having. Well, I think on the brighter side, I think Anthony Joshua should not just go for a major fight because of he's not been in the ring for a very long time. You talk about his consistency, his performance and all of it. I think the injury worries, he needs to calm down. Even in football, they always say you have the preseason before you go into major tournaments, right? So Anthony Joshua facing somebody in Nigeria, I know he's definitely going to be a top person because I don't think he would want to stoop so low and go for somebody that is not a really top. Even if he's going to go for anybody in Nigeria, he has to be the best, somebody that's quite popular, maybe like a Jagba that's quite popular in Nigeria. So for Anthony Joshua, I think he's slow and steady. For me, I would always say that Anthony Joshua should just call it a quit. He's getting to...
He should lead the game.
Yes, he's already approaching the end of his career. It's very close to... I think he's in his 30s, mid-30s, 35, 36. So, I mean, very soon he's going to be approaching 40. So, I don't know what he's fighting for. I think he has amassed a lot of money.
What he's fighting for?
Yes, after coming from a very serious injury, you have not been in the ring for about a year. I don't think boxing works like that before you can gain your form. In fact, in terms of the pecking order, he has really dropped. Even Dubois that lost to Usyk is still very much higher than Anthony Joshua right now, because he just had a bout. So for me, Anthony Joshua, his name is just what's giving him all of this. Oh, you're coming back and all of it. If not, if he was just a regular person, nobody would be talking about him right now. So for Anthony Joshua, and in fact, it's because, I mean, somewhere and somehow is linked to Nigeria, because one thing about Nigeria, once you have that blood, they always try to give you that hype, that momentum and all of it. So if he wasn't even a Nigerian, like Pacquiao, who is hearing from him, because he has not had a major bout in a long time, so nobody's hearing from him, nobody's talking about him. That's how boxing works. So if you have left the ring for a long time, coming back and getting all of those top guys again, maybe like Usyk, it's going to be very hard. So I just think he has played his part. He has gone through the ranks since 2008. He was at the Olympics. In fact, won gold medal and all of it. So he has had his major share in boxing. He should just call it a quit for me.
you believe you should call it a quit as well?
I mean, I think this fight, especially in Nigeria, it's all about marketing. It's about branding. It's about putting Nigeria right there on the global stage, where they feel like in boxing, we are way behind. And we've got a boy who's at the top of the world. If anybody wants to look at Nigeria for boxing, you need to actually let Anthony Joshua do something for Nigeria.
Well, so, he did represent us all this while.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we talk about every young boy, girl going through the rank now, not actually trying to do anything for Nigeria, but make a name for themselves. So in turn, all he wants to do now is try and give something back. Not like he owes anything, but they just feel like the government is giving the support as regards this fight. Yes, they are saying, Dr. Adamu says there is going to be support from the government if this will happen. And of course, currently there is a discussion between his group and the camp of a particular organization that wants to sponsor the fight. But the big question mark is, how do you feel the stadium? 50,000 capacity stadium, Abuja is what they are looking at. But how do you get fans who are, even if you want to play football in Nigeria, you hardly see 50,000, except if it's a major, match. So how do you get that? So, but the fight is not going to be against the big giants. It's going to be against some African, opposition right there. And one of the ones we've seen is Martin Bokoli, and of course Tony Yoka, and maybe Wilder as well. But that's not going to. That's not one of the strong one right there. But so it's not about the competition itself. It's about just Anthony Joshua just doing something for the nation. If Anthony Joshua is going to actually do anything for this country, the best thing he can do is stage a fight that will make all lenses face Africa, especially Nigeria. So we need it. Let's hope it works. Because for me, Anthony Joshua doesn't need anything in this game, in this kind of match. He just wants to put Nigeria's name on that global stage and let everybody look at Nigeria. Because you look at what has been happening in recent time. Most of the fight has been going to Saudi Arabia. Yes, where Cristiano Ronaldo and all of these guys were invited into the match, not because of the match, but because of the nation. They are trying to sell boxing right there. We saw them also hosting the World Cup, also still bidding for the next World Cup after 2026. So it's business right now. When we talk about sport, it's a lot of business, and nations who knows the future, who are seeing the future of sport, they are not taking it easy. They are doing everything. So if we don't take advantage of someone like Anthony Joshua, when else are we going to have anyone close to what he has achieved and the name he is in the boxing?
Okay, so it's just to our own advantage, right?
It's our own advantage. I mean, he's just giving something back to a nation that has actually not given him anything.
They gave back to him.
The only thing we gave him is his name, Anthony Joshua.
We gave back to him.
That's what I'm saying.
Give him the Niger spirit. Okay, let's talk about. Let's leave there and let's quickly look at tennis now. Arina Sabalenka, yesterday extended a winning streak at the Wuhan Open to 20 matches with a straight victory over Elena Rybakina in the quarterfinals. Of course, the world number one and who is the 3-time defending champion in Wuhan beat 8-seed Rybakina 6-3, 6-3 in a straight set and said he Kazakhstan player always pushes her to the limit to get the win. She pushes you, yet you keep winning her like you beat her like criminal. Straight set, and you say she's pushing you.
Well, I think for Arina Zabalenka, it's no surprise. The one thing about Zabalenka is when it comes to this competition, she's number one. She's top, and yes, she have a perfect record in Wuhan, 20-0, where she has never lost a game in this tournament. So when it comes to Wuhan championship right there, you have to give it to Arina Zabalenka. She's gone to 20 fights against major opponents, and she has never lost it. So Rebekina is also a very tough opponent when it comes to tennis, but Zabalenka just showed her dominance, exerted her dominance, and she won all 3 sets. And I think she's just keeping everything going. After the last one she won, was it the US Open? Yeah. And now Wuhan, she wants to go stronger. Her form right now looks really, really solid. Someone that has never lost in a Wuhan Open. So it looks like right now she is actually the main lady to probably win the Wuhan Open right there, because when you look at the previous form, never lost, and I don't think anybody matches her. Maybe the likes of Coco Gauff, but then.
But right now, just as you're saying it, breaking news is coming, and she's just lost in the semi-final. Yeah, this one is just coming in now. Talking about Arina Sabalenka. Just losing. We were talking about the quarter-final, and now they are giving us the result of the live. This is a live update coming through from Wuhan, because she has lost to Jessica Pegula.
Wow.
She just lost that game right now. Jessica Pegula just defeated her in the semi-final. Talking about Arina Sabalenka.
So it's not too late for me to change my opinion that
exactly. That's why I just got the in-swingers as you were reacting to that.
I mean, it happens very fast, especially in tennis, because it's not something they play every other day. They play it one day and there's
and it was a very, very stretch. They stretched because it was in fact, she survived 2 match points to force a tie break, but still had nothing left. American Pegula won 2-6. 6-4, 7-5, 7-6, 7-2. So that's what happens. Just happened right now.
So I think it's Coco Gauff and Pegula now in the finals.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe right now, what we're praying for Coco.
Let's see something.
It's about time we put smile on her face. She put smile on her own face. Sabalenka, you can't take it away from her. World number 1 for a reason. But this happens. We talk about tennis. We talk about something that can be very dicey. The opener in this tournament was also very dicey for her. She had to come from behind as well. So it wasn't like she's been having a very good run all along.
Yeah.
When you are at the top there, you are the one everybody wants to beat.
Exactly.
And that's why the work is even tougher. So she's enjoyed a good run. I think she can just go bow out now and prepare for the next one.
Yeah. And for Coco Gauff, I think she dropped to number 3.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a big one for her. If eventually she goes on to win, so she can take back her number 2
points.
Take back her number 2 points right there. But then I'm so happy for Coco Gauff. She's young. For Arina Zabalenka, I think over the years she has had a very good spell. Arina Zabalenka should be approaching her 30s now. So Coco Gauff, I think right now she needs to start exerting dominance, because once Zabalenka goes up, Coco Gauff is the next phase for tennis. Right there, she's about 22, 23. So I'm happy for her that she's in the final. Hopefully she goes on to win it.
Okay, hopefully she goes on to win it. Let's begin to leave that quickly so that we can talk about football. You know how we do it, so that we can also have time for other things. This beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. What else could we be talking about if not the Super Eagles? One man has been getting all the bashing. If Nigeria ends up not qualifying, everybody will forget their anger now. They would focus their anger on Stanley Nwabali. That's one man, because it might end up to be, everything might end up to be goal difference that will settle it.
Yeah.
So that one goal that we dropped yesterday was not needed at all. And if you look at that incident over and over, you'll be asking yourself, what's wrong with this guy? Does he smoke or drink something that makes him misbehave? Because that one, you tell me, is a misbehavior. It wasn't a mistake, and it wasn't like maybe somebody confused you. It was just you were on your own. Any goalkeeper would do anything from that point with the ball.
The most annoying part of it was how he still had the guts to be blaming defenders.
It's crazy.
He was still shouting on the defenders. I'm talking about this.
You saw the ball coming like this.
I didn't have it. Actually, don't have it in me to sit down and watch their 90-minute game.
Okay, you didn't watch the game.
I didn't know. Why would I do that? Because I feel like I will have to be watching both sides. So I put my attention on just
Yeah.
Now we don't get to see him again. It's now Stanley Nwabali 1, 2, 3. So it has entered his head. He feels too big at the back. He doesn't even have the experience. He doesn't have what it takes to arrange the back line. Ekong is doing that for him, and yet he's too big to be to be told where to stand. As a goalkeeper, you have your 16-yard box. I mean your 18-yard box where you can do any drama you want to do. And if anybody step on you in that place, the referee, everything goes in your favor. But once you're getting out of that place, you should know you are in a very dangerous area. Going out to do all those kind of things, I wonder why he's doing that. Now Nigerians will come back on him if at the end of the day, because it's an important goal. With that goal, if the game had ended 2-0, Nigeria would have just needed 1 goal. Exactly. To just be ahead of Benin. If we beat Benin and South Africa goes on to draw or lose in the final game. But now we can't say that again. We are not a free scoring side.
Yeah, we are.
And we are going to be playing, arguably, in my own opinion, I feel Benin is the best in that group.
Yes, now.
Benin is the best in that group.
They beat us now.
Yes.
The only side that beat us so far.
And there's no anything that says that they can't come to Nigeria and still beat us. Now, we are going to be trying to survive against Benin. Because if there's anyone who wants to fight till the end that day, is Benin. South Africa showed yesterday that they are not serious. Because after you've been penalized and 3 points has been taken away from your point, you're not supposed to, in your own house, I mean, the away game was played in their home now.
Yes, now.
You're not supposed to play with that game. I was expecting South Africa to play like 4-5-0 yesterday. But that didn't happen. They got a draw. They still got a red card. And Nigeria had everything in our hands. Beat this game with a lot of goals. We could not do that. You scored not long after they scored you back. I was wondering, are we going to be arguing with Lesotho again?
I'm telling you.
And just in almost the stoppage time of the game, I saw that blunder. If that had entered the net, it's funny. Nigerians are we know how to love you, but the way we make you turn,
the U-turn doesn't.
It's just fortunate that we managed to get away with the win. That's why it's fortunate. But they will still visit this situation. Should we just win against Benin by 1 goal, and South Africa paid to lose, and the only thing that disqualifies Nigeria from going to World Cup is 1 goal.
Exactly.
It won't be funny.
It won't be funny at all. I mean, because I've been seeing everything Nigerians have been writing online since yesterday. It's not palatable at all. Guys are very, very angry with this guy, Stanley Nwabali. Now, how do we? Because you see, I think we've talked about this before now about Stanley Nwabali, because he's like a one-eyed man in the land of the blind people. He becomes the king. Because we do not have good goalkeepers. That's why he gets. If not, Stanley Nwabali is not really a sharp goalkeeper.
Bamba, which Premier League team can Stanley Nwabali be their 3rd choice? 3rd choice, not second choice.
Even championship.
Not even championship. It doesn't have what it takes. You are a goalkeeper. You don't even watch your weights. Sometimes I look at him, I see all these muscles, and I'm like, oh, bro, your reflex will be very weak. Because if there's anything a goalkeeper needs, it's reflex. How to make you turn, how to make recoveries from. I've never seen him post.
But Daniel, what you're doing is typical Nigeria, because he's having a bad game. That's
no. I just told you, this has been honed for long. You know, I'm saying with a smile on my face. This has been actually honed for long. Since even the AFCON, go watch it. Since the AFCON, he's been behaving like this. Stanley has been behaving. He's been like the Lord at the back, and he's not. He's not. You've got the captain at the back. And the only place where you can tell defenders what to do is that 18-yard box. Anything outside that, what makes you to come all the way from your first box to the second box to that edge? You're practically doing the job for the defenders, telling them they cannot. So you can't trust the defenders. No, if a goal goes in from a shot from that angle into the net, it's the defender's fault. But if the goalkeeper leaves his angle, you leave your first box and you go into that side to say you want to defend. Defend what? No, you are in the wrong place. And it's because, like I said the other time, I said it's because it's just the first choice, the second choice. If there's a goalkeeper in the training that he watch the way the guy is training and he sees the guy, he's going to say, oh no, there's no room for error for me here. So it's one thing we need to do. One thing the manager has to do going forward now is just get a goalkeeper. After, maybe if you can't take the risk against Benin, after the whole thing is out now, start trying new boys in every position. So the guys that are in those positions.
The under 20 boy, can we still keep trying?
No, we don't have that.
After all, we gave him a chance in the show. It was in Ghana, and it was in friendly, right?
Yeah, friendly. No, he should just continue to be at the other 20 for now.
The 12 has finished now.
He doesn't have
he can still be part of under 17 because he's 15 according to his age. So he should. He's not ready yet.
Which one be according to? Don't say that. He's 15.
Okay, it's 15
no,
years.
according to now.
Yeah.
No, it's
okay. It's 15 years. Okay.
It's 15 years.
Yeah.
Don't let us say according to anything.
Okay, it's 15.
We trust them, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
no
Our
problem.
court is 15 years.
No wonder
Heritage.
MRI have been cutting out. Okay, so talking about the game yesterday, I mean, South Africa really give us something to cheer.
Yeah.
It's not about what we played yesterday. It's about what South Africa played. That's why we have something to cheer now. If they had won that game yesterday, our winning would have just been in futility. But right now, South Africa not winning that game. Benin, they are doing what they have to do. Benin seems like the best team in that group because right now they are giving everybody a run for the money. Now coming to Nigeria, we need to beat Benin by at least 2-0. At least 2-0. While hoping that South Africa will have highest draw in their own game. So where do we go now? Permutations here and there.
Yeah, I think it's still very much dicey when you still look at it. I mean,
But it's possible.
Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. I
Don't
mean,
back
anything
doesn't
is
believe it's
possible.
possible.
But I think with the side I saw yesterday, the Benin Republic side, to get 2 goals from them is going to be very hard. See, everybody knows the strategy of Nigeria. Just defend at the back and play, delay tactics. Yeah, let the goalkeeper always sleep on the ground. You see the boys frustrated. That's what have been happening and has been affecting the Super Eagles. So for the Benin Republic, right now, it's just one step to the game. I don't think a manager, even yesterday, I didn't even give them a chance. They went away from home and they won that game. So
Exactly.
now it's just one chance. Either we draw this game or we get all 3 points. We know that.
Draw, it doesn't take us anywhere.
That's what I'm saying for them.
Okay,
for
okay,
them.
okay, for them.
If they draw the game, at least it might still look dicey. They might still be on the same point with South Africa. Yes, if they go on to
That is
win their
South
match,
Africa win.
win their hair. So they know it's just 2 things. They get a draw. So I don't think. Well, it's very much possible that Nigeria can get all 3 points, but it's still not in our end because even if we win, Benin Republic, we still have to look at what is happening right there at South Africa.
Exactly.
Because right now South Africa is 1 point difference. So if they go on to win their next game, that's 18 points. Nigeria, even if we go on to win, that's 17 points. It's still not in our end. So, and that's the same point Benin Republic. Without playing a game against us, they are on 17 points.
Yeah.
And when you look at the goal difference, Benin Republic have more goals than Nigeria. That's 2 goals because they have 5 goals.
Exactly.
Nigeria, they have 3. So when you look at the whole situation, the ball is not in our court. Yes, it's possible. Now, can we get all 3 points? With the way we've been playing, this same Benin Republic, we had the opportunity of beating them. I remember the game. Oyedika scored first. We scored first in that game, controlled the game. They had the corner, they scored it, and they sealed up the game. That is it. Now everybody is trying to take all of the games serious. I remember then, who was the man? I think it was Finidi George. He called Tanimu. A couple of players that wasn't even expected.
Exactly.
Onuachu was there. A couple of other
Benjamin
Tanimu, yes, it was the one that played right back and all of it. So then they were joking. Now this is the same Benin Republic. Everybody feels like they would have for barbecue chicken easily. No, it's not going to work that way. So I think the ball is not in our court. Yes, mathematically it's very much possible. With what I saw yesterday, if Nigeria right now we're still struggling with Lesotho, the 2-1 it ended. And we expect that Benin Republic, who have never qualified for a World Cup, they are seeing it. It's just 1 game to go, and it's going to be easy. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to work.
There's a new angle to it. You know, Nigerians will like to always look for loopholes. Now, there's a new angle to it now. Nigerians in qualifying the group stage of the World Cup now, we need to do something. We look at some teams in Africa now bowing out of the competition. because their players cannot go on away games. They don't trust them. Teams like Eritrea. Yeah, thank you for that. They cannot go. They cannot go on. All the points they've made from them will be deducted. Now, that means if they look at that, the CAF rules adjustment to supplement of Eritrea says point obtained from the last place team in their group are removed from each team that finished second. So if they remove those points, we did not have any of such in our teams. The last place team that we went to play, we only had 2 points on them.
Yeah.
So if they remove that 2 points, we'll be in the second place and we have most points.
Why are you guys even going to this one?
Well,
why not win the game that is important first? Before
all we have to do now is just beat Benin Republic.
So it's simple. Beat them 2-0.
If we beat Benin Republic, we might be on our way.
Because this calculation, I'm not putting my own mind there.
Because it doesn't affect the first position.
Yes.
Whoever is the first position, they are not deducting any points.
It's playoffs we are trying to.
So Daniel, let's go back.
Let's forget about the playoffs.
Let's explore all options. What do you mean? We are Nigerians.
Gabon has 22 points. Deduct 6 points for them. Deduct 6 points. What is it going to?
Bobola, let's be optimistic. People listening at home don't want to be hearing what you are saying now. They want to hear something positive.
Okay.
And the positive thing I have here is that all we have to do is pray that CAF will implement this very fast. If they implement this, we have a shot at the playoffs. So it's not over. It's not over.
You are talking of playoffs. Wait, let's playoffs first. Let's target the automatic.
As regards Benin Republic, I know that's going to be a mountain.
Let's beat them
definitely
first.
Because this is a team, in my own opinion, they are the only team in our group that actually know what they are playing. They're actually playing football. They are except one thing about what I saw about Nigeria and Lesotho yesterday is how our boys still don't have what it takes to dictate the tempo of the game. It's whatever these Lesotho boys play that we are playing for them. Once we are on the ball, all of a sudden you are making quick rush. No. Sometimes if you can't go forward, go back. Dictate the tempo of the game, because what Benin will teach us how to do is how to dictate tempo of the game. And if we are not careful, fans will only be angry. They will beat us like Ghana did the last time in Nigeria here. So if by any chance we can get past Benin, which I know is going to be very, very difficult, then we can begin to talk about the new CAF.
So we can now start looking at all of these. But let's first finish up first. Let's do the main job.
But we have to give kudos to the boys for all important 3 points yesterday, because all we've done since morning is bash them.
Is it kudos to the boys or kudos to Akwa Adams?
No. There is no Akwa Adams without the team. He got the pass from Osimhen, and the first goal also was a penalty. We also have to thank our captain, fantastic, who's always converting penalties. I don't know, we've got Lukman, Osimhen, and all of that in the team, but captain always come from the back to play the penalties. He did that at the Nations Cup. It's not a good sign, but we have to embrace it. It took us all the way to the Nations Cup final. So we have to thank them for that. At least now we are talking about the last game. If they had lost yesterday, it would have been game over. But now we're talking about the last game. Let's give kudos to them for that. Let's give
it. Okay. All right. This is how it finally ended yesterday. 2-1 in favor of Nigeria against Lesotho. And of course, Zimbabwe and South Africa, that game ended goalless. And they ended up the game 10-10 men. Because they both got a red card in that game. I wonder what they were playing. Benin Republic, also went away like Nigeria. They defeated Rwanda 1-0 as well. Sao Tome and Principe were beaten like criminals that stole a goat in the open market. 6-0, Tunisia beat them. And that was the bashing. Same bashing went to South Sudan from Senegal. It was 5-0. Mauritania played a goalless draw with Sudan. And Seychelles were beaten like criminals, common criminals, like thieves by Ivory Coast. 7-0. That was the highest result you've had. Of course, Congo DR also defeated Togo 1-0. Gambia were beaten like criminals by Gabon 4-3, even though Gabon got a red card in that game as well. Of course, Botswana also defeated.
And it was the red card was for Aubameyang, the one who scored all the 4 goals.
I don't understand. Aubameyang just came from nowhere, scored all the 4 goals.
He's been in very terrific
After
form.
scoring the 4 goals, he got the red card.
I think he's among the highest goal scorer in Ligue 1 right now. He's been in terrific form.
guy is so-
And that's what we're talking about.
So if you cannot fit
He's
in
doing it in his
yeah.
club with Marseille, right? And he's doing it for his country. A one man now. Because if you look at Gabon, outside him and maybe
There's
2 or
a
more
one-
players,
He said it yesterday. It's a one star country.
Yeah.
and we've got
only one.
African best player in our own side. See, these guys they deserve beating.
Africa best player will not even play.
African best players in our own team. We've got former African best player and also incoming African best player.
And the most expensive African footballer.
We've got everything in that. Myself and him were talking about the Ghanaians, looking at how Kudus was dictating the tempo of the game yesterday, playing his game. And you look at Lookman, you are wondering, are you still having problem with Atlanta in Nigeria too? So it's
maybe
so
they are
sad.
playing out of position.
This man is over 35 years old now. I mean, maybe 34.
35.
Aubameyang.
Okay. All right. So the game between Malawi and Equatorial Guinea was cancelled yesterday, and of course, Thursday. So these are the other games that went down before the games yesterday. Uganda, Botswana 1-0, and of course, Somalia and Algeria 3-0, and that result means Algeria also joined their North African brothers to register their name in the 2026 World Cup. Mozambique were beaten by Guinea 2-0. Liberia defeated Namibia 3-1. And Burundi were beaten by Kenya 1-0. Burundi also got a red card in that game. Niger and Congo, it ended 3-1 in favor of Niger. So these are the games that went down this period. So we switch to Tuesday when all of the last games will be going down simultaneously. Nigeria, Benin in Uyo, Zimbabwe, and Lesotho, and of course South Africa, Rwanda. What a game.
No, that one is
South
not
Africa, I think they shot themselves in the feet.
That one is not a game. Oh.
They shot themselves in the feet.
South Africa and Rwanda, I don't think it's going to be.
That's how we said Zimbabwe, South Africa.
Zimbabwe actually had. We know Zimbabwe was going to be tough, but I don't think Rwanda is going to be tough for them because
Zimbabwe are the last in the group now. Rwanda, they've been doing better than Zimbabwe in the tournament.
I don't think South Africa will want to after their. If it was the first game that they won, draw could have happened in the last one. Saying they didn't see that coming. Now they can see the danger for themselves now. That all of a sudden Benin has the edge now. They are not Benin and what's it called, South Africa. They are actually not thinking about Nigeria as far as this is concerned, because South Africa right now feels like their 2 enemies are going to be locking horns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All South Africa have to do is watch.
Or just win their
Win
game.
their own game. Once they
And win their game, yeah.
whatever happens there is.
There is none of their business. So and they know
Unless
that
Benin win.
South Africa cannot. I mean, Nigeria cannot win and Benin too win. And they know Nigeria actually wants this more than Benin, because we are the one who always wake up late and we feel like we can lay a claim and all of that. So as for South Africa, they just want to focus on let's just win our game, and it can be funny. Should South Africa draw and Nigeria even win, we still won't. Are we going to top South Africa?
No. Okay, we are going to be on the same point.
On the same point, but more goals than us.
Yeah, they have more. No, the same goal. Now, it now depends on the last game, because both of them are on 3-3 goals. So it depends on the last game. If Nigeria go on to score more goals or South Africa go on to score more goals.
When you talk about more goals, don't put Nigeria there. Because the more we score, the more we concede.
No, see, all we just need on Tuesday is just beat Benin 2-0. Beat Benin 2-0, then pray that South Africa will not even win at all.
Yes,
Well,
even draw their game.
well, the manager
Once they
knows
draw,
us
we
very
are
well.
gone.
Yeah.
The manager knows us very well.
Africa, they falter again as they faltered yesterday, while we were able to beat Benin 2-0. Even if we beat Benin 1-0, it still doesn't help us, because the goal difference will definitely work. Now, someone sent a message via Facebook earlier. I was asking that they heard so many things at different places that we should clear the air, that he believes in what we say here. We should clear the air on the qualification, how Nigeria will actually qualify. What do we need to do to qualify? That's what we just said now. We must win 2-0. If we win 2-0, the goal difference, because in case of a goal tally, they will start checking for so many things. How much point did you get from yourselves? Then, if everything is still tally at the end of the day, then they start looking at how many cards did I get, how many cards did you get? So all of these things are what they put in consideration. But the first thing is goal difference, which is why we need to beat Benin 2-0. Once we beat them 2-0 now, at least we'll definitely have will be at par.
Well, we're actually spending so much time on them because it's our Nigeria.
Yeah, that's why we are.
Because the truth
you
is,
know the importance.
if anybody asks, what do we have to do to qualify? Nothing. All we have to just do is hope that others keep doing our job for us. Because even if we win Benin, we are still in the place where we have to watch and see what happened to South Africa. The game will be going on at the same time. Exactly. So that doesn't mean anything is in our control.
No, it's not.
It's not in our control. It's not in our hands.
The only thing is just win your own first.
Like you said the other time, the only thing that made yesterday's game made sense was Zimbabwe playing a draw at South Africa. If you had won 5-0 yesterday, and South Africa too had won their game.
South Africa just won 0.5.
Yeah.
It would have been rubbish because 20,000 goals will not move a point.
Exactly.
So it's just very sad where we are now. They're always asking the question. When we go to the World Cup too, remember it's always the same situation. Yeah, they will say we are qualifying to the next round by best loser. Like our Flying Eagles also did. They qualified as best losers in the group, and somebody said they are not best losers; they are top performers in the group. It's like they used to call it best losers.
They are now beating like criminals. Even the team that had Messi didn't beat us that mercilessly. I'm telling you. Now, Bam, let's quickly look at this now. Some people are saying instead of all of these troubles we are bringing upon ourselves, why not let's just let the people who are serious go, because we will not do well at the World Cup. Can these players make us proud at the World Cup? This set of Super Eagles.
Well, I think the World Cup is a big stage, and every player, they always want to play so well in it. Now, Egypt, they performed well in these qualifiers. Last time at the World Cup, that was when they sealed their first time to the World Cup, where it was a late goal that sealed that one. Mohamed Salah sealed it, and they went on to the World Cup. Now, did they perform well? They did not perform well. Now, talking about the World Cup, one thing about Nigeria is there's always a bright light. Even if we go on to lose in the round of 16, you always see some, shining lights that you can't take away from it. So, for me, I always say that the World Cup is a different feeling. Even the top teams that eventually win it. 2010, Spain, when they won it, it was 1-0, 1-0 against Portugal. They go on to play this. Paraguay, 1-0. They played in the semi-final. So I think was it Germany? They played 1-0. Even in the final against Netherlands, 9-minute goal from Iniesta. So for me, it's not even always the best team that even eventually wins the World Cup. Sometimes it can just be luck. And one thing about the World Cup, as you progress, the momentum is high. When Argentina in 2022, they started with a loss in Saudi Arabia, but subsequently they saw that they could believe. Immediately they got that goal. Was it against Mexico? Yeah, when Messi scored that stunner, they started to believe that we can actually qualify. So, talking about the boys, whether we like it or not, is a different kettle of fish. Now, you go to the World Cup, it's not the same as the AFCON. It's not the same as the qualifiers. Now, your experience will count. Now, if you play in Europe, it will definitely show, because one, the qualifiers, let's not forget that the pitches at which some of them are playing, they're not conducive pitch. But when you go to the World Cup, everything is set. The stage is set. The atmosphere is okay. The pitch is okay. So I feel like Victor James Osimhen would thrive better maybe on a pitch in the World Cup than the Lesotho pitch.
Well, you sounding like
I'm being honest.
You're sounding like the teacher of a student that failed. It's the pen they gave my students. The same speech we saw South Africa played. The same pitch we saw Ghana played and scored 6 and 5. Egypt are playing in the same environment, in the same continent. Gabon. Go watch where Gabon played. And Aubameyang, who's doing very well in France. Still scored 4 goals yesterday. No, I won't let you sit down here and make excuse for the boys, telling me that when they get to the World Cup, they are suddenly going to become a miracle worker.
No, I am not saying that.
See, World Cup is not for babies. It's not for people who don't have the fighting spirit. We have not displayed that in our continental stage. What we showed in the group stage or in the qualifying stage of this is actually putting us where we are supposed to be. No way. Like there's a common saying: a lizard in Nigeria will not turn to something else when it gets to the UK. You are what you are. Whether you are playing on a pitch that is not okay,
I'm just trying to say,
you are playing
Daniel, what I'm trying to point out, they're
going to get better.
No, the World Cup is a different momentum. Now, some people are saying that why the question finance asked was, okay, now instead of going to
if you are not the best in Africa, what's your business competing to be the best in the world?
Even I just gave a point that even Egypt, when they qualified last year, it was the group stage, they went off. You understand? So sometimes it's not even the best team. Like I gave example, it's not even the best team that go on to perform well. There are some England. They have the most fantastic in the qualifiers. They're always number one. They go to the World Cup. They don't eventually win it. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a different momentum. You can pick up your stand in the World Cup. There's nothing that cannot happen.
No. If there's anything that cannot happen, is Nigeria going to World Cup and doing something like what Morocco did?
Now,
not with this current crop of players.
In Africa, we don't celebrate. We are not celebrating winning the World Cup. In fact, what Morocco did was the semi-finals. We are not trying to say that they should maybe get to the semi-finals.
And that's by mile the best performer we've seen in any African
What
nation.
I'm trying to say is, in Africa,
it beat even the Atlanta 96 that we did at Olympics.
Oh, wait, Daniel. What I'm trying to say, in Africa, they don't expect you to go on to win the World Cup.
We expect actually from the semi-finals last
in terms
World
of
Cup.
quality, we are not compared.
When you talk about quality, we're talking about Africa, the continent has actually produced over the years players that have made it into the finals of the Ballon d'Or.
No, what I'm trying to say,
I remember was it 2016 that we have
this is a competition
Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah in 4th and 3rd place for Ballon d'Or against Messi and Ronaldo when both of them were still in Europe. You don't talk down on Africa because we've had Drogba, we've had Samuel Eto'o, we've had great players in Africa, and currently we have Osimhen, we have Lukman Ademola, but the list goes on. We have Kudus, Aubameyang. No. Don't say we are just. We've got the
Aubameyang in the Gabon team. How many players do you know from Gabon? Apart from Aubameyang.
Now,
how many players?
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly why you should respect the African continent.
That is not what
exactly why you should believe that we've got what it takes to actually lay a claim.
You are mentioning
at the World Cup.
You are mentioning individual players here.
You're
not talking about a team. We have a team in France. There's quality players in France. You can list 11 players.
We know these players. Because they are playing in the elite football clubs.
And that's how you judge very good footballers.
No, that's not
how do you judge footballers?
Tell me that most of the players you see in France, there was a racist statement that was made when Argentina won the World Cup. That many of them are what? African heritage. Mbappe still connect to one African country. Mbele, all of them. Won the Ballon d'Or. The mother is saying he's going to take a tour in African countries. We've got what it takes as a continent. The problem is the way you sound now. Say we don't expect you to go to the World Cup to win it. When we saw what Ghana did in 2010 against Uruguay was when everyone against Uruguay we were using the hashtag African United. Morocco, you are able to get that support.
You are taking
no. I'm just saying you trying to give the Super Eagles an easy break, making it look like even if they had gone to the World Cup, it's not like they've got a big statement to make. No. We've got what it takes to go to the World Cup and go all the way to the finals. Yes, tell me that there's Lukman Ademola is locking down Atlanta 2 seasons ago, locking down Europe in the Europa League final. Victor Osimhen locking it down at the Ballon d'Or, finishing top 8. The same thing with what's it called? We've seen with Drogba, we've seen with Aubameyang over the years, we've seen with Mohamed Salah.
Are you going to let me talk?
No. I'm not going to let you talk. What we say,
no.
What we say is talk down the potential and the quality of Africa.
How am I talking down on the potential?
Talking down on it by saying you don't expect us to go there to win.
No, that is not what I'm trying.
That was what you said.
What I said initially is now in Africa, has any African team won the World Cup before?
Can any African team win the World Cup? That's the statement. That's the question I'm putting to you.
See,
can any African team win the World Cup? I want you to say it.
For now, we don't know.
We don't know. It's a yes or no. Do we have what it takes to win the World Cup?
I mean, couple
we saw Senegal defeat England just a month ago here.
Daniel, that's it.
We saw Egypt. We saw Morocco against Portugal.
You need to calm down. Now,
we've had how many? Did Morocco defeat Portugal or not?
We've had how many World Cups?
Morocco defeated Portugal, lost to France by margin.
Now, chill. We've had how many?
The same France that went on to the final to give
you are not allowing me to speak.
If you put Morocco the same team, the last Morocco in the same place with Argentina, it's not going to be an easy fight in the final. You're here talking about momentum. Tell me if that Morocco had managed to get to the final, they will be the same. They will be the same level. No, the spirit will be there. The whole continent will be behind them.
Now,
so trying to tell us that Super Eagles are where they are because of pitch is a weak excuse. Because you look at the pitch where every other nations are playing their own and they are scoring 5-6 goals. It's no different. Yes, The pitch we played in yesterday was a better pitch.
That pitch was a good pitch.
Very good pitch.
Now, I think Daniel has taken this whole context to a different thing.
Okay.
Now, first of all, when you talk about football, you talk about experience, you talk about the previous meetings. That's how you judge football. Has any African team won the World Cup? That's a big question. So you can't. No, that's the truth. What is the highest they've ever done? It's the semi-finals. Now, can they do it? Definitely. Why not? They can always do it. So nobody is saying that any African team cannot do it. And now, another thing is you mentioned individual players. Now, coming back to the team, you go to the France team, you go to the Spanish team, you see top players there. See, it's not just one team. Gabon there, I just mentioned about 3 players in Gabon. He's not mentioning Aubameyang. Even if Aubameyang finishes at the top 10 in the Ballon d'Or, he still doesn't. Where are the other Gabon players? You in Spain, in the Ballon d'Or 30, you see about 7-8 players in the top 30 from England, from Spain. That is how a team works. So now, what I'm saying about Nigeria is it's a different momentum.
Okay.
Some of the best teams, it's a different momentum. When you go to the World Cup, even teams that you don't expect to do well, they go on to do well. Teams, nobody expected Saudi Arabia to defeat Argentina.
What you are saying,
nobody expected.
You are saying you are hoping when they get to the World Cup.
No, it's a question that do we have the quality to actually do well at the World Cup?
Yes,
yes we do.
Okay.
We have very good players.
So why can't we use the quality at the Continental that you now hope that when you get to the Intercontinental is when we are going to turn?
I'm replying based on the question. Now, he said, some people, that was what Finance said. He said some people said that, why not qualify since...
Leave people are serious.
Exactly.
Since they are not showing seriousness.
Exactly. But do we actually have the players to actually play on the big stage? We do have the players.
So what you are saying is that the opponent determines your performance. So they are feeling too big for the ones they are facing. That's why they can't win them.
It's just, Daniel, it's just a easy question. If Victor James Osimhen, EDD, Ademola Lookman, you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Now, when you took me out of context, you said that the likes of Ademola Lookman, EDD, the African best, can they be at the World Cup? Can they perform? That's what I'm trying to say. That if we have all of this quality of players, can they not actually play the World Cup? They can actually do well.
Okay.
So what Finance is trying to say.
But you did mention the fact that the pitch, when you get to the World Cup, the stage is set. Everything will be fresh.
That is what I'm saying.
They can do their magic like they do with Galatasaray.
I am giving a reason why some of them might probably do well.
No. I don't believe in that. And it is that reason I'm against. It is that reason that you mentioned the issue of pitch. You mentioned the opponents that the momentum would be. If there's anything anyone shows going to World Cup is that you actually want to compete, not to win first. You want to compete with the best team in the world as a nation. So when you get there, you cannot talk about the momentum of one game at a time where you now feel like, oh, we can do better. What Morocco did last time, I'm sure they didn't actually see that coming themselves. They just feel like, wow, we did that, we can do even better. That's one thing about club competitions like tournaments like this, not league. All you have to do is play a team, you don't get to play them again. Play a team, you don't get to play them again. But for this Nigeria, this national team that we have, the big question is, the very big question that we are not facing ourselves is that, do we have the boys with the commitment to actually go to the World Cup and make that kind of statement that Morocco made? No. You're expecting that when they go stand toe to toe against maybe Germany or against England, all of a sudden Osimhen will now turn to Erling Haaland and start banging goals like he does with Galatasaray. It's not going to happen. It's still going to be Osimhen. He's still going to play the way he plays. He can be better in running around and all of that, feel motivated that he wants to go head to head with the best. But eventually, it boils down to, if you want to compete with the best, then you have to actually face the test at hand. They can't beat Rwanda convincingly. They can't beat Lesotho convincingly. They want to go and be in the same group with Argentina and Brazil and, of course, France of this world. It doesn't happen like that.
But, other continents too, it happens. Sometimes in the Latin America, you see the Brazil of this world, the Argentina of this world. Sometimes they struggle against teams like Chile, sometimes against teams like...
But not struggling not to make it to the World Cup.
When they now get... No, when I'm beating them in their continent.
Yeah.
It could be a problem. But when they now get to the World Cup, they beat other teams like criminals.
Yes, but that was when you talk about now. Eventually they get to the World Cup.
So
they can lose these games. I mean, just I think a month ago, Brazil also lost a game right there far in the. But eventually, all that matters is that where they need to do the job, they get the job done. Brazil will not wait till the last game of the qualifiers before knowing its fate. Mikel Obi was talking, I think I was seeing his video some minutes ago, where he was saying the last 2018 World Cup where he was part of the team, he said 3 games to spare. They finished something. He was at the beach when they called him for the last 2 international friendlies, international qualifiers. He just went there, do the job, and that's the level it used to be. You don't compete against. We don't compete going to World Cup against Rwanda, against Lesotho.
It tells you what we've been talking about. That football really needs some surgery. We don't know where the surgery
dropped totally
because we were dropping on FIFA ranking as well because we were not doing very, very well. We're also going to be asking you, we'll get to Bet Naija segment very shortly. For the 15 minutes, we're asking you, do you think this set of Super Eagles can do well, even if they qualify for the World Cup? Let's just hope that we will qualify. Do you think they will do well at the World Cup? That's the question we'll ask you. Then you predict the last game, Nigeria, Benin Republic. If you get it correctly, you get our prize on Tuesday, all right? For now, we'll be taking a breather very shortly so that we can go into the Bet Naija segment of the show. At the other side of it, we look through the match day 8 encounters in Nigeria because other league actions are on break. NPFL not on break. Our own calendar is a different one. So that's what it is. But Erisekushel is saying we will fight this thing to the end. He gave us an assurance before the game yesterday, and he came up with a victory. So he's saying they will fight to the end. But Hugo Bruce is also saying, look, they will still, at the end of the day, they will be the ones to smile. And when you talk of smile, you talk about going to the World Cup. Before we hit the break.
Who wants to smile eventually? We know if there's anyone that actually is between smile and cry, it's Nigeria right now. Benin, should they eventually not make it to the World Cup, they deserve a big kudos because they've done incredibly well. For Nigeria, we are the shame of that group. In fact, we are the shame of the continent.
We are the shame of the group. Of the group itself is the shame of the qualifiers. Because we're looking at the group together yesterday, Bam Bam and I.
Yeah.
Yesterday, right? Bam Bam.
Yeah, the group is one of the weakest.
The group is the weakest, not even one of the weak.
But eventually,
our leaders in that group.
But is that not why it's a shame on us? The group would have been one of the top. If we are the one that's supposed to dictate the tempo of that group. If Nigeria had beat Benin will wake up, they will not lose and draw the games they drew. If we had gone to South Africa and defeated South Africa, no way South Africa would have lost to Zimbabwe.
Because I was checking the statistics in that group. We drew 5 games.
Everybody played to the energy of the leader in the group.
Drew 5 games, and it tells you. I think it was it 2 weeks ago? I was talking about drawing. I think it was when we were talking about that going unbeaten.
Unbeaten, yes.
When I was saying, look, sometimes losing is even better to lose than win some games than to just be playing draw.
Yeah,
see,
because it's just 1 point.
We played 5 draws, and those 5 draws gave us 5 points.
5 points.
Yeah. What? Just imagine if
2 wins gives you 6.
Yes, now if we had even gotten to,
it's actually our group. We are the leader in that group. Nigeria is expected to dictate the tempo and the competitiveness of that group.
So we failed to do that. We made the group to be weak, right?
And in that weak group, we are the weakest. I don't want to be comparing us with Lesotho and Zimbabwe, the ones at the bottom of the table. We are the one that FIFA and CAF is looking to. When they put that group in there, they were looking at Nigeria.
Yeah, we always say it was
South
an easy
Africa,
for us.
Benin. They were looking at those countries, and even Zimbabwe. Like, these 3-4 countries are going to be the tough ones in this group. But look at us today, with all the big names. Shame on the boys.
Anyway, God help us. Let's see what will happen. Yeah, no hope lost yet. Let's have a breather. So we'll get into the Bet Naija segment of the show for 15 minutes. When we return, we'll definitely be coming back with more, of course, all of the actions, and we look through Europe as well as what's happening in the NPFL. So many things to talk about this evening. All right. So let's do it. Let's have a breather. We will be back. Daniel is still here. Bam Bam, and of course, the finest still right here.
Melody 100.7 FM Ibadan. Stay cool with Melody.
From Melody 100.7 FM Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 4 p.m.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. This is the Bet Naija segment of the show, sponsored by Nigeria's number one betting company, Bet Naija. Reward for passion. Welcome to this segment of the show. As we told you last week, on this segment of the show, every week we highlight some great aspects of the game, while also giving you an opportunity to win great prizes by simply just contributing meaningfully to the show, this segment of the show in particular. Now, before we move on, let's have a message from our sponsors, Bet Naija, Nigeria's number one.
Now, what do they make correct leader for this game? Now, the person will be the first to play, or the person will be say, then they control the levels many times. For more than 10 years, Bet Naija done the wrong things from front with different games like Bet Builder, Bet Freeze, One Up, Bet Book, plus including odds. We no get mate on top more than 300,000 live matches them. This game no be chere were matter. You dey play to win big. That's now why Bet Naija, the Nigeria number one. No be for persons who never reach 18. Bet Naija, truly Nigeria's number one.
Most truly Nigeria's number one. Bet Naija segment of the show. Our focus today on the Bet Naija segment of Complete Sports this beautiful day is on the Super Eagles again. We talked about them last week when I asked, what do you blame? Who do you blame if we end up not qualifying? Now we're seeing maybe little hope. Actually, hope coming through. On Tuesday, we'll get to know what will happen at the end of the day. So this afternoon, what we want to share with you is, do you see the set of the Super Eagles making us proud if eventually they make it to the World Cup? You look at the likes of Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen, William Troost-Ekong, and all of these guys in this group, especially the young one, Ko Adams, that came through yesterday and scored a winning goal for us. Do you think these guys can make us proud? Can do Nigeria, do Africa continent very well? Can represent us very well at the competition next year in the Americas? That's what we're looking at this evening. You call us, and of course you definitely tell us your opinion. While you also tell us your opinion, you also give us your prediction. Nigeria versus Benin. Let's take the prediction today. Let's have the prediction live today. Nigeria Benin Republic on Tuesday 5 p.m. Uyo, that's where it's happening in Akwa Ibom State. You tell us your prediction. If you are the winner, next week we'll credit you. Yes, immediately after the game, we'll definitely credit you if you are the winner. So this is what we do again today on the Bet Naija segment of the show. When you call, do you see this set of Nigeria Super Eagles doing us well? If eventually we make it to the World Cup, can they do us well? Otherwise, what do you feel can happen to the Super Eagles? And again, your prediction, Benin and Nigeria for next week. But in the meantime, let's quickly have a breather again and take our message from our sponsor. When we return, we open the phone lines. It is the Bet Naija segment of Complete Sports, Melody 100.7 FM.
Kí ni a fi ń ṣe àgbà nínú eré? Ṣé ẹni tó kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni? Àbí ẹni tó ṣe lọ́nà tọ̀ léraléra? Fún ọdún mẹ́wàá ó lé ní Bet Naija ti ń ṣaṣíwájú pẹ̀lú àwọn ògbóǹtarìgì bíi Bet Builder, Bet Freezer, One Up, Bet Boom àti àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìdánilójú lórí ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ọ̀ọ́dúnrún eré bọ́ọ̀lù. Ẹ̀ tayò fún ìgbádùn nìkan, ẹ̀ ń tayò láti jẹ̀gbádùn ńlá. Ìdí nìyí tí Bet Naija ṣe jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ ní Nàìjíríà. Kì í ṣe fún ẹnikẹ́ni tí ò tí ì pé ọmọ ọdún méjìdínlógún. Bet Naija àkọ́kọ́ ní Nàìjíríà.
Most definitely first in Nigeria. Nigeria is number one. Bet Naija segment of the show this evening. 0702-520-1007 and 0705-507-1007. Before I start taking the call, don't forget, if you have other information you want to know about Bet Naija, where you go online, of course, betnaija.com. Yes, official. That's official website, betnaija.com, and on social media at Bet Naija Official on all platforms. So that is, if you need any other information concerning Bet Naija, truly Nigeria's number one. Let's go to the phone lines now. 0702-520-1007, 0705-507-1007. What do you make? This set of Super Eagles, do you think they will do well? They can do well, or they should be able to do well if they eventually make it to the World Cup. That's what we're looking at. And when you've finished that, your opinion, then you give us your prediction. Tell us what you feel, what you think will be the outcome of the game, Nigeria and Benin, on Tuesday. Let's begin to take the calls now. Hello, good afternoon, or good evening. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Welcome. Your name and location.
Yes, sir. My name is Abdulakim.
Abdulakim from.
I want you to update me on what Latvia is playing now.
What?
Latvia.
Okay, are you talking? Okay, well, we'll talk about that in the. We're still looking. We're going to that in the other segment of the show. Just keep listening.
All right.
Yes. So, what do you make of the Super Eagles? This set of Super Eagles, do you think they can make it? If they make it to the World Cup, they can do as well?
I see Super Eagles carry us to where we want. Yes. Super Eagles Benin 3-0.
Oh, Super Eagles Benin 3-0.
Yeah.
Akim from?
Yeah. Akim.
From?
Yeah.
Where? Akim from where?
I'm coming from Ogun State.
Oh,
Ijebu,
okay.
Ijebu.
Ijebu. Thank you, Akim. If you get it, you definitely be the one you ask for your account details, okay?
Yes, okay. That's my position.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Akim. All right, hello, good evening. Welcome. Welcome. Your name and location.
My name is from Apete.
All right, welcome to the Bet Naija segment of the show. What do you make of this side of Super Eagles? Do you think they can do us well if eventually they make it to the World Cup?
If they want the match, they can do better in the World Cup. I promise you that.
Okay,
Then
so
for my
prediction.
is 4-1.
4-1.
Yeah, 4.
Okay, you got his name. 4-1. That means if we win like that and the South Africa don't win, we have gone straight. Your name again?
Comrade Aide Rafu Aremo.
Comrade Amde Rafiu Alem. Okay, thank you so much. He said 4-1. I mean, I pray that it happens. Thank you. Okay, hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Sorry, good evening.
Yeah, your name and location?
My name is Rapture from Bauchi.
Oh, Rapture, all the way from Bauchi. How are you doing?
Yes, sir.
So, Rapture, which set of Super Eagles do you think they can do us well if they make it to the World Cup?
I'm not sure. They will not go.
Oh, they will not go?
Yes.
So that means you don't even need to drop any. What is your prediction then?
1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Rapture from Bauchi. Daniel, you got it?
Yeah.
1-1 draw. Okay, thank you, Rapture. If you get it, you get our money next on Tuesday.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, all the way from Bauchi. All right, hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Your name and location?
It's Samuel calling from Yanagbala.
Samuel from Agbala. I mean, wow, Samuel. You can call us back 0702-520-1007 and 0705-507-1007. Don't forget, this segment of the show is proudly sponsored by Bet Naija, Nigeria's #1 betting company. Hello, good evening. Move away from the radio. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, welcome.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Your name and location?
My name is Adetunji Johnson, Olutunde from Mania.
Adetunji Johnson, Olutunde from Monia. Do you think this set of Super Eagles can do us well if eventually they qualify for the World Cup?
Surely they will do us well. They will do us well.
Wow, that means you believe they will qualify?
Yes, we need to qualify by the special grace of God.
So what's your prediction for the game, Benin and Nigeria?
My prediction is Nigeria 2, Benin 1.
If Nigeria 2, Benin 1, we can't qualify now. If we beat them 2-1, we can't qualify.
We are going to beat that our opponent.
Okay, 2-1, that's where he puts there. All right, thank you. Hello, good evening, welcome. Your name and location?
This is Abbas calling from Akara.
Abbas, it's been a long time. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Well done. Okay, thank you. Okay, if you get it, I mean, you are the winner and we will ask for your account details on Tuesday. Thank you. All right. Okay, hello, good evening. Welcome.
Good evening, brother.
Your name and location?
My name is David from Challenge.
David from Challenge. How are you doing? Hello, are you there?
Good. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Your opinion?
But I believe that they will improve.
Okay, if we make it to the World Cup, they will do well.
They will improve.
Okay. So what's your prediction for the game on Tuesday? 2-0. Did you say 2-0?
2-0.
Okay, 2-0 to Nigeria, right?
Nigeria will beat them 2-0.
Okay, David. Okay, we got you. We got your prediction. Thank you. Okay, all right. So don't forget, this segment of the show is proudly sponsored by Bet Naija, Nigeria's #1 betting company. Of course, we're looking at the Super Eagles. Do you think this set of Super Eagles can really do well at the World Cup if eventually they make it to the World Cup? And if not, tell us, and you get us your prediction as well. Hello, good evening, welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Welcome. Your name and location?
This is Olakpeju.
I didn't get your name.
Olakpeju.
Olakpeju. You are a lady, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, thanks for loving football, loving sport. Wow, what do you make of this present couple of Super Eagles? Do you think they can do us well if eventually they make it to the World Cup?
I believe they will be able to do that.
Okay. So what's your prediction for Tuesday, Nigeria, Benin Republic?
I predict 2-0. Nigeria 2-0.
Nigeria 2, Benin 0. I think that seems to be the major prediction everybody is talking about. All right, thank you, Peju. On Tuesday.
That's my prayer for them.
Okay, if you win it, we definitely ask for your account details. All right, thank you so much. Hello, good evening.
Hello, please. Samuel calling back.
Samuel, you want to change your prediction?
Yes. Nigeria to win 3-1.
Okay, 3-1 now.
Yes.
Okay, he has gone to consult Oracle. Oracle has told him. Thank you, Samuel. Okay, 0702-520-1007. This segment of the show is proudly sponsored by Bet Naija, Nigeria's #1 betting company. Of course, for all information you want to know about Bet Naija, you can go on the website www.betnaija.com and on social media at official Bet Naija. Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome. Your name and location? Olariwaju from?
Ali from OJ.
OJ?
Yeah.
Olariwaju Ali from OJ. Okay, do you think this crop of Super Eagles can do us well if they qualify eventually?
Nigeria 2.
Okay, Nigeria 2? Benin 0. Wow, this 2-0 is everywhere. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. If you get it, you definitely be one of our winners. Okay, so we're hitting home stretch on the segment of the show this evening. I can still take one more call before we leave this segment of the show. Proudly sponsored by Bet Naija, Nigeria's #1 betting company. And of course, every Saturday like this on Complete Sports, we have 15 minutes sponsored by Bet Naija. And this is what we'll be doing. We seek for your opinion on one thing and we ask for your prediction on the other. Let's do this one again. This is the last call for today. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome. Your name and location?
My name is Friday Nwoke.
Friday. Okay.
Nwoke.
Calling from?
Yes, Bashoru.
Bashoru, thank you. All right, so let's have it.
Sir, Nigeria will win for 1-0.
Okay, 1-0.
Yes, sir.
But you know that if we win 1-0, that it cannot take us anywhere.
That is the prediction, sir.
Okay, thank you, Friday. All right. Okay, that's the last call for today. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I can't take more calls. How many calls do we have in less than 15 minutes? We are close to 12, right? That's what the power can do right here. It is Melody 100.7 FM. Thank you very much for all of your contributions. Don't worry, Bet Naija will definitely, with the discussion we're having, we could extend this segment in the future. Okay, so thank you very much. For all of you, we have your predictions. If you are a winner, we'll definitely ask you for your account details and we'll definitely credit you. And thank you so much. We thank Bet Naija for being part of the partnership for this beautiful program, Complete Sport on Melody 100.7 FM. My name is Pretty. Okay, I still have my boys in the building. Let's have a breather. At the other side, we'll be looking through what is happening here and there, and of course, league action and a game going on right now between Liverpool and Chelsea legends. We'll be telling you that as well. For Bet Naija, follow them on all socials at official Bet Naija and www.betnaija.com. I'm out for now on this segment of the show. Let's switch to the last one right here. Okay.
Wetin dey make correct leader for dis game na the person wey be the first to play or the person wey be say na im dey control the levels many times. For more than 10 years, Bet Naija don dey run things from front with different games like Bet Builder, Bet Freeze, One Up, Bet Book, plus including odds wey no get mate on top more than 300,000 live matches dem. Dis game no be chere were matter o, you dey play to win big. That's na why Bet Naija na Nigeria #1. No be for persons wey never reach 18 o. Bet Naija, truly Nigeria's #1.
All right, thank you very much for being there with us. Complete Sports on Melody 100.7 FM. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends. If you have enemies, tell your enemies. If you have frenemies, tell your frenemies. This is your number one sports show on the radio at this time. No one does it better. It is Melody 100.7 FM. The finals and the boys, Daniel Adeyemi, Bobola Egufemi, holding it down every Saturday, 3 to 5 p.m. And this is what we do. Now let's go to action attraction segment of the show now, and let's talk about the actions going down. Well, before we go to the league actions, this Chelsea and Liverpool legends going on right now. 3 goalless, right? I mean, what's brought about the game? For those who are wondering, why are they playing this game? What are they playing the game for?
I think legends like this play this game. It's for foundations. It's fundraising games.
Because I saw a man they were showing in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it's usually for one, reason or the other where they feel like they need to support, give back to community. Because when legends retire like this, what they then turn to is show. Fans wants to come see, once again, this is Hazard, this is Drogba, this is Gerrard, and all of those guys. It doesn't cost them anything. Legends always wants to be, around the club they love, and whatever funds they raise from games like this goes to the foundations that actually, put this together. It's one of the things that we can also do. We can, take on as a continent in Africa, the likes of Samuel Eto'o. Back in football management now. Yeah, exactly. The likes of Kalu is on the pitch as we're speaking now. Yes. These are African guys who
Kalu.
They can do a lot to actually help African, especially nations that are actually in need, that need support financially and all of that. A lot of money will be raised. The last time I checked, about $400,000 have been raised from,
My worry with all of these legends, if you look at the white guys there, they still look the way they looked before. But the black ones, all of them are robots. I mean, see these guys, see John Terry, see Kahi, they're still looking the way they. But see, apart from Mikel, they're still looking very fit the way Mikel used to be.
Because Mikel lives in the white, he lives among the white guys. Look at Drogba too. Drogba too is still very fit.
But look at the other ones. Look at Brazilian guys.
Look at Ramirez.
No, I can't even know Ramirez again. Ramirez is looking like one.
Actually, for many of these players, football is not like so much passion for many of them. For many of them, it's just a way of escape from poverty. Like you look at Oscar Ebomba, former Chelsea player. He was asked why he went to China. He said when he saw the money, it's opportunity to escape. To make his family once and for all forget poverty. So it's one thing. So when these guys retire, like you look at Eden Hazard as well, one of the big body boys
the only white
on the field as well. And many of them, they've always wanted to eat free. Sleep as they want.
Drink like food. That one he like to eat anyhow.
And when they were playing, they will be told to move away from all of these things. So when they finally retire, they get time to sleep around the clock, to eat in bed, to eat their junks and all of those things. So if there's a particular player, Wesley Sneijder. If you see Wesley Sneijder now, you will not believe he once kicked football. He's not big, he's round.
Just like Wayne Rooney.
Just like Wayne Rooney. And you look at Ronaldo, who's still in the game. So
I hope to see how Ronaldo will look like 5 years after leaving the game. I'm hoping. I mean,
he leaves the game. I'm sure he's still going to be in the game in a way. And I don't think he doesn't actually have a taste for most of the things that make people to be fat and all of that again.
We wouldn't know until he leaves the game. We don't know.
I mean, if you've done something for 40 years, I don't think you can learn anything new. Most of the guys that are on the pitch that are already big now left the game at 32, 33. Eden Hazard left the game at 32. You look at those guys, they leave very early. Even Mikel Obi also left very early. But these guys, look at Ibrahimovic, played till 40 something. He's still the way he is today.
He's still very active.
He's still very active.
Bam. Looking at in Europe, these advanced countries of the world, every time they do this for charity, they say they want to contribute money for. Why don't you have things like that in Africa? We don't get to hear things like that happening in Africa. Is it that we just like to eat alone here? We don't want to give back to the community, to the society.
Well, I think. Yes, club football is different, and national team is another thing. When you talk about club football in maybe African themes, you go back to when Enyimba 1994. I mean, you're not seeing many of them, and
they have got to do business.
And the high probability is maybe some of them are even late. I mean, we talk about age factor and all of it. So
Babayaro,
looking very.
So I think. national team, it's rare for national teams to always do that. You at least it most of the time it's always club football, but in club in Africa, club teams in Africa, did they even have a good track record of some of those legends that actually played for some of those clubs? So I think it works in Europe because there's a very good track record.
Okay.
At some point, you can even say 2008 Chelsea football team against 2000, and you understand they can select those players. And
but if you say such things don't work, but we have in our different schools, Army Metal. We know we say okay, 98 set, 2000 set. We all come together. So why would they find it difficult to come together?
Actually,
like that?
He said it's not possible. The national team don't do it. They don't do it. But that doesn't mean we can't start it.
That's
we
what
don't
I'm
have
saying.
a club. I mean, we don't have a club league or in the continent that is actually like the elite league. Talk about the Premier League. Even the La Liga don't do it. Okay, they do it. Maybe Madrid and Barcelona. I've never seen anything outside those two. So
they don't have any other club.
I doubt if they do
have
it.
Madrid and Barca and others.
But we actually have enough legends who are still alive, who still can sell. But like Finance said, the most important question is, do we have the organization to trust with funds like this? The one NFF is still managing, we're still having questions as to where the money is going to. But let alone when you now give them another word let's play legends.
System is still our problem.
So when you look at things like this, look at the stadium, it's almost packed full.
See now, everywhere, no space.
And the fans will pay a lot of money to come and see this game.
This is even more expensive than
it's more expensive because you get to see legends, and it's not a competitive game. You see them just laughing, just doing.
But this is why they are playing it like it's not like a competitive. They are even playing rough.
Yeah, I mean, to some extent, they want to give the fans the show. I mean, they just want because it's a free weekend. There is no any game to watch than the international games, and fans are getting a lot of closure seeing some of these legends again.
Fix it at the right time.
Yeah, they usually fix it like that. So whoever fans are getting to see, the players again are like, we miss the memories.
Exactly.
After the game, they take pictures with them.
For me, seeing Ramirez,
seeing all of these guys, seeing Babaya running around with his pot belly.
They want to finish Babaya.
Look at Pennant. You look at them, they still got the energy, they still got the passion spirit.
I'm telling you.
He's been subbed off now.
Because we want to wound him now.
It's becoming very tough. That's actually one thing about the game.
Beautiful.
You never leave the game. You never leave the game.
Let's talk about the MPFL now. I mean, other leagues are on the international break, but MPFL, we are not part of the international break. So, of course, games 8 going down. Match day 8 goes down tomorrow. All of the games tomorrow are Monday. That will be one game on Monday, right? Which has been 2 games. No, all of the games are tomorrow. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, all the games are playing tomorrow. And I asked the question the other time. I don't know why we should continue to fix all of our fixtures for one day. When we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday, then we play all of the 10 games in one day. I don't know what we try to achieve in that. I mean, I don't know.
No, I think towards the beginning of the season, you said MPFL already, made their calendar and all of these things in order. And we talk about it's not just to roll out fixtures. Are you prepared for the future occurrence that will make you to shift? Will you have place to shift here and there? One thing that MPFL still have not mastered is how to prepare for situations that can affect your fixtures and change it in a way that will not affect future fixtures. Now, the fixtures in the APL have been fixed, but it's not permanently fixed. As teams progress in in other competitions like the UEFA competitions, the domestic competitions, they begin to shift it here and there. You begin to hear updates. Sometimes they don't change the day, but they change the time.
Definitely.
In the beginning, it's supposed to be 12. They will say, they will just be returning 48 hours from one competition. They will move it to like 7 p.m.
Like what you said now, to buttress your point, the Manchester Derby this year wasn't supposed to hold initially the time.
Exactly. So these guys are constantly watching because there are people in that office that are watching that. So, and in every club, there are people also in that office we call fixtures. These guys are always watching that. So they are reporting to the management that due to the progression in this competition, this particular game will be too close. Can we request now from the FA that this game should? So the same thing that the MPFL bodies need to learn, not just about organizing the game and all of that. Also make a plan. Like we have crucial qualifiers going down on Tuesday. It could have been Yeah, okay, we played a game yesterday.
Yeah.
And imagine most of the boys will be traveling here and there to go play games and all of that. It's not so good for the future we are praying for. We are praying for a future where we too will be hosting international games. So when we will be preparing for that future, our preparation in domestic league should be towards that as well. When there's international break, you expect guys playing for Remo to be in the camp.
Exactly.
Someday, you expect guys playing for 3SC to be in the Super Eagles camp. So what will happen to their team? So we need to actually start working on fixtures. We are improving in some other things, but fixtures is one thing. Organize your fixture. Everything must not be. It's not the final game of the season, for God's sake. Why must everything go?
But then I think in Nigeria, if putting a match during the week, now will people actually come and watch? Let's be realistic.
During the week.
Yeah, like no. Let's
like
take
a Friday evening.
No, something like okay. Let's take for example. Shooting Stars, they travel to Kano Pillars, yes, since on Friday. Yeah. They've been on the journey. So, logistics is one of the things. I think they always like to consider it. If they put a game on Friday, traveling during the day and playing a match on Friday where people are not going to come and watch, I think they always try to look at some of those factors that, okay, logistics, traveling. In Europe it's easy when you have a flight and you land that same day.
So it's still the same thing. If you have a game on
that's
Friday,
another big question.
You go on Wednesday, you go on Thursday.
No, can't we even
talk about logistics?
Is it a taboo if we fly in Nigeria?
It's not.
The people who we
and
call,
it's not like the kind of what's it called?
No, the issue. See, the people who we call the administrators, do they go by road to anywhere? Even on leisure, they go on leisure. Do they go by road to anywhere? They fly. So why can't we arrange everything? They can make it easy in the organization. EPL, they give what they want all these organizations to do. All these club sides, and you must follow everything.
Yeah.
So if our organizers, the people who organize our league, say, okay, beginning from 2027 NPFL season, we want all our league, our club sides to have partnership with. We have different, airliners in Nigeria. You can have partnership with them. There was a time Heartland was having a partnership with an airline company. The team in Uyo, in fact, there were two, Dakada and the Aqua United. They were being moved by their airliners. So what stops us from doing that?
Well, I think it's one thing they are looking into as well if they are thinking about the future, because we actually are not in a country that is so secure that they will be putting guys on the road at night.
It's too much.
So, and you don't even look at the means of transportation. Not like the bus is that kind of standard bus that actually can take care.
Buses,
the rickety bus, the boys that wants to play, you jump their body up and down. Many of them, get injured on the field and they don't know where the injury is coming from, because dead legs and all of those things are part of the things that can affect players' injury and fitness. But it's Nigeria. It's just that when we see so much of this Premier League and the elite football, we want to jump and think, why can't we be like this? We still, long years from what we are seeing.
Okay, Kano Pillars will be playing Shooting Stars, and that's one of the games tomorrow. Of course, Ikorodu City and Bendel Insurance, that's the last game for tomorrow. That one is at 5:30. Bobola's Darling Club, Ikorodu City, hosting Bendel Insurance at the Mobolaji Johnson. Earlier in the day, Kun Khalifa will be hosting Eyimba. That should be an easy one for Eyimba, right?
Yeah. Easy.
Plateau United will be hosting Barao FC as well. Should that be an easy one for Plateau? Considering what Barao has done in the last two games.
Both of them are struggling right now. Plateau United are amongst the teams that are supposed to the relegation spots. It's just even one
they point. Lost their two games. Shooting Stars beat them here.
Exactly.
They also lost before that one.
Exactly. So right now
they lost to Kwara. They lost to Shooting Stars back to back.
So it makes them have just 6 points in the NPFL right now. Barrow FC also following them behind with 5 points. So it's going to be a cracker. Both teams are not doing well right now. So it's going to be a tough one.
Abia Warriors, Academy Warriors, one of the teams doing well right now is Abia Warriors.
Yeah.
They are winning. Even when they travel, they still win you at home. So it's a battle of the Warriors tomorrow. Abia Warriors, Academy Warriors. Rivers United, Bayelsa United is a battle of the United. And Nasarawa United, Enugu Rangers. Warri Wolves we're taking on Niger Tornadoes, while Wiki Tourists will host Kwara United. Katsina United and Remo Stars. Like Remo Stars have started getting their mojo back after the initial rofo.
They actually know that they're going to be the team to beat this season, and everyone is going to be, doubling up their strength to ensure they get something against them. But they need to actually not start believing that they are the big guns now. Yeah, they've won the league for the first time, but they still have a lot to do. We talk about them so much, and we give them so much praise for a lot of things that is happening around the club, not just about what they do on the field. Currently now we're talking about them, renovating their stadium, and we don't know what that will look like when it's done. But that should not take away or take their attention away from the fact that the club is not where it used to be. They started very rough, and we can give that to the excuse of maybe having most of their players going to the Chan. So maybe that can be one of the reasons why they started the season slow.
Initial slow
start. But all that's been said now, most important thing is they need to know that the first place is not their rightful place. They were good last season, and let it be like that. Before anybody can actually start making Remo look like a giant or anything, they will have to do it again and again. And where they are right now, they will have a lot of work to do to get back to that place where they will see.
But doing it again is not common in Nigeria.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And if they are not able to,
the last thing that did it was in 2003, 2004.
Enyimba. And that's one thing I believe they can come in to do, because they are not like Enyimba. There is going to be consistency with what is going on in Remo, because the management is consistent, the planning there is clear, and everything, the structure is going to make them to be that team to look forward to. But what I'm just saying is that they should not be carried away by the triumph of last season. Rather, they should be focused on, pay attention to details, making it very clear to themselves, like, we are not yet the giant that media and all of that are making us yet. The most important thing is, how can we ensure that we build on what we've done last season and become a team that the likes of Enyimba, Kano Pillars, and others begin to see and respect. Because there's no fear about, as far as I'm concerned, there's no fear about Remo yet.
And they've even sold players.
A lot of their players.
I'm telling you. Bam Bam, Nasarawa United, the league leaders, have been doing well this season. Lost just one game, drew one. They've won 5. They have opportunity of extending their lead again against Enugu Rangers when they host. They are the host. They are playing at home. This, although Daniel said we should stop talking about home advantage. But even though we know home advantage plays a vital role in MPFL, so they have an opportunity to extend their lead to 19 points.
Yeah, if they go on to win their game. But you know one thing about the MPFL is if Enugu Rangers win the game, they're going to be on 14 points, so it's very very close right there. But kudos to Nasarawa United. Having to start the season on high, 5 wins, 1 draw, one loss. Last season it was a player from their team that won the highest goal scorer, Anas Yusuf. So the team did not perform well, but they were scoring goals with that man on board. So this time, maybe they understood the job of scoring goals and eventually getting all 3 points, which is very, very nice for them. Any team that starts well will definitely be on the eye. Now, you might not finish at the top, but the chance of relegating would be very, very slim. So I'm happy for them, Nasarawa United, most especially Anas Yusuf. I thought he was going to get a very good club after, or maybe move abroad. But it's just quite surprising that midfielder...
He didn't go to Azerbaijan.
Or even Libya.
Even Libya. No, Libya is a common place for guys now.
But then, it's good to always start the season very high. When you start high, it shows that you're on the path of greatness. So.
On the path of greatness, of course, for the leaders now, Nasarawa still leads with 16 points, followed by Enyimba with 13 points. Rivers United have moved to third now with 12 points, and Abia Warriors, who were third before, have now moved to fourth position, but with the same number of points, 12 points, while Enugu Rangers are fifth. So Shooting Stars are now on the 6th position. They were 5th before, but when all of these guys that have outstanding games play their games, Shooting Stars have to move down. So Economic Warriors 7th, of course, Niger Tornadoes 8th, Warriors Remo Stars complete the first 10. While in the relegation zone, we have Wiki Tourists, Kano Pillars, Vendel Insurance, Plateau United, Barao FC, Kun Khalifa. Funny enough, the two guys promoted, and they are occupying the rear right now. Kun Khalifa and Barao. Is it that they are seeing the heat in the kitchen of the MPFL? It's not where they can stand. Okay, let's move away from that. Now let's begin to go to Europe. Yes, as we play qualification in Africa, they also play in Europe as well. So for The person that asked us earlier what Latvia was playing, we didn't want to put that in that segment of the show. Latvia and Andorra, they've ended the game. It is 2-2 in that World Cup qualification for UEFA zone. Was in that group as well, Serbia will be playing Albania later today. And the same thing, Bulgaria will play Turkey, or if you call them Turkey, you are not right. You're not wrong. Spain and Georgia is another. Georgia, they did something. At the last Euros, they surprised everyone. They performed very well.
Yeah, they did well. They scored goals.
So we cannot say Spain will beat them. Yaga.
Spain will beat them.
He said Spain will beat them. As in Yaga. There we go. It's like
if there's one thing I really fear is Spain. They have every player, even if Lamine Yamal, Iñaki Williams.
Please, let's not say even if Lamine Yamal.
I'm talking about the key starter.
You don't have to mention. He's not the only guy that is not.
He has always been starting.
He has don't make it about him.
Even if
that Spanish team don't need a Lamine Yamal to do what they are doing.
It's a lie.
I said they don't need a Lamine Yamal to do what they're doing. They are a team.
This is the first time that they would be playing without him since the Euros.
Since what?
Since the Euros.
This is the first game they are playing without him.
Without him in the Euros.
Spain.
In the Euros.
He missed one of their.
Which one?
He missed one of their games.
When?
One of their, what's it called? The games the last time out.
Which last time out?
One.
He did.
Well, it's all right. It's all right. But what I want you to do here is to make it about Lamine Yamal.
I was mentioning players.
And what they will do tonight will make it clear to you.
I was going to mention Nico Williams too. Yes. So I said, even if they don't have those guys, they still have it for me to
let him land.
I had already said it. He said even if they don't have Lamine Yamal. I'm just happy now that Lamine Yamal's story is already dying down.
Because he's injured.
No. Before he got injured,
he's going to come back stronger now.
Stronger from where?
And he got injured in the wrong place.
Before he got injured. Before he got injured.
He go and get injured in that place.
A small boy, for that matter.
A small boy.
Before he got injured, he's actually been like that. He's actually been quiet before he got injured. How many goals has he scored this season? How many assists has he made?
Anyway, we wish him well.
But we have a boy that we don't actually make noise about him, and he's doing well.
Who's that?
You know the boy.
Anyway, we don't let him win. We actually know the boy.
The name is becoming household name, so I don't want to mention it.
He's magic with. Small boy already played 100 games.
Finance, please, let's not loud him. We like to keep our own quiet. Let him grow.
For Spain again, Nico.
Oh God, what a goal!
Nico having his coach.
Babel will never get hold.
Nico Williams is also injured, and of course they are angry now. The Barcelona, they are. I say. These guys,
Atletico.
They are angry with Spanish national side. They told them that this guy wasn't too strong. Why would they play him? They now made him to go and play plenty long time. So Chelsea legends, they are considered a go. I think who is coaching these Liverpool legends? His substitutions really work. And Baba did not see that too.
But they still look very young.
All of them look very sharp.
Yeah, they still look sharp.
Look at that.
They changed goalkeeper. That's why. He's not this guy that is.
He's not Peter Check. Okay. He's one old man.
This old man is a woman. You guys see women among them too.
Yeah.
They are doing mix up. It's all good. All right. So that's the way it's going down. In the other group, Hungary will be playing Armenia. Of course, Portugal will play Iceland. Yes. Cristiano Ronaldo opportunity to increase his tally again as the guy with the highest international when it comes to playing for a country. Norway and Israel will also be playing, and Estonia and Italy. All of these games coming down in the next couple of minutes. And of course, at 7:45, Serbia will play Albania. And earlier today in the CONCACAF zone, El Salvador were defeated at home by Panama 1-0. And of course, Curacao beat Jamaica. This is a surprise result everyone is still talking about. Curacao beat Jamaica. Some people don't even know what is Curacao. It's also a country. It's in the Oceania. They beat Jamaica 2-0. That means the only thing Jamaica know how to do is to sing reggae.
And athletics.
Okay, they know athletics. All right, in the Asia, UAE will be playing Oman later this evening. That will be in the next 1.5 hours. Of course, Iraq and Indonesia will be playing as well. So all of these games going down. In international friendly, Messi-less. When I say Messi-less, no Messi. Yeah, they didn't have Messi, but they still defeated Venezuela. I'm talking about Argentina. They beat Venezuela 1-0. So it tells you that what these Argentine boys are doing, they're already showing the world that if Messi goes today, there will not be an issue.
Yeah, honestly, they are prepared for the after Messi, and I think Scaloni also, the coach, is also prepared for it. And when you look at the quality of players they actually have fantastic players. Take away Messi,
they do.
Julian Alvarez, you see,
they are all playing in top
clubs. Yes, and Martinez is there at the attack. You see their midfield. You
even
see
their goalkeeper
top. So Enzo Fernandez, Alejandro Garnacho, Chelsea, a couple of other players are right there. There's also this young guy from Real Madrid. So Argentina, I think they are prepared for the after Messi, because right now, I think what Messi does to them is just moving the ball, that ball carrying. I think that's the only thing they are going to miss.
When they have free
kicks, yes. But in terms of the goal scoring, I think they actually have fantastic players to do all of those jobs. So for Argentina, it's good. And one thing they have is young players too. They are breeding in young players. You see, Julian Alvarez is still young. You see, Garnacho is young. Every other player, Enzo is still young. So everything is just working right for them.
But the question I want to ask is, in the same vein, is Portugal also ready for the post-Ronaldo era?
Well,
if Ronaldo lives today.
I look at their attack, and I don't think so. They are number 9, which is where Ronaldo plays. Now, what are the options? Goncalo Ramos. Where else again? Goncalo Ramos doesn't play steadily for PSG. Ronaldo.
That is, with all their talent, they are not prepared for Ronaldo.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's how biased you are now. When you talk about if Argentina was prepared for post-Messi, you said you think so. So are you telling me there's a player now who has a Messi profile in Argentina?
That's not what I'm trying to say.
No, that's what you just said.
I said there are things that Messi do that
no player come close to Messi. They are not. Both teams are not.
Why I ask that question?
Now, you know why I ask that question? In terms of options,
Portugal is one of the, if not, I say it was if not the country with the highest, but it's one of the countries with the highest number of talent all scattered.
Yeah, they have talent. But in their number 9, do they actually have players that can take up that mantle? And apart from Ronaldo, in fact, Ronaldo wasn't even a number 9 before he was converted to the number 9 position. And over the years, one thing Portugal has always struggled for is number 9. I can't even remember any striker. At some point, they were using this guy that scored in the Euros. Against France, that dark guy, Eder.
Okay.
Eder. So all of those guys at some point they were using Silva. For me, all of those guys compared to Ronaldo is far off. It's too far. So even Ronaldo is a left winger. They had to put him as a number 9 to actually do the main job. So that's what I'm trying to say, that Goncalo Ramos doesn't even play consistently. So. And it looks like he's a man that comes on board every time. If he was the left wing, you can talk about a lot of left wingers. You can talk about Rafael Leao. You can talk about Pedro Neto. You can talk about a couple of players. You go to the right, you talk about Bernardo Silva. This other guy that is in Juventus, right there, Conceição. Couple of other players. But they are number 9. For me, the only option they have, apart from Ronaldo, is Goncalo Ramos.
Don't you think maybe because Ronaldo is still in the game, that's why they don't have a replacement yet? Maybe they don't feel we still have this Baba. Let's not search for someone.
It's actually for both ways. Players like Messi and Ronaldo will leave your club or leave the national team, and there will be a huge gap. That's going to happen. Whether Argentina is the difference between Argentina winning because Messi is not fit. The only players that plays in his position knows he's playing in the absence of Messi. All he's trying to do is get into the manager's head, not to make the manager to make a decision when Messi is fit. There's never a decision for any manager to make when Messi is fit. He knows Messi gets the place. So what that player is just trying to do is, when Messi is absent, let me show my best. Not to bench Messi, but just to show my best and see maybe there are other options manager can explore about me. So the same thing with Portugal. There's hardly any game Ronaldo is not playing in Portugal because he's always very fit. We know Ronaldo always, and he wants to play even when the man is not like fit. There are times that Messi wants to rest. We've had many cases where Messi will just say he wants to rest.
Yeah.
But Ronaldo just wants to keep on scoring goals. So while you will look at Portugal and you say you don't have a number 9, they had number 9 before Ronaldo. No. The last number 9 I would say they had was Nuno Gomez. One particular Nuno Gomez that was not even top like that, but it was just a guy that was just in their front. they've always been like that. They've always had a reputation for having players on the flanks. Ronaldo was not a number 9 until later in his career. He wasn't a number 9. So the team will always be okay after a player. They might not be at that level. When we talk about Argentina now, we talk about what makes us to think about them as huge is Messi. Take away Messi from Argentina, any team, any nations will stand toe-to-toe with them. Talk about Portugal. What people will fear is, there's a guy, Ronaldo, that guy will score.
The fear factor is there. So there is not much gap. There's never been any huge. How many times have we had Messi, Argentina top the world ranking, and Ronaldo's Portugal top the world ranking? It's not been so long. It's not been so very frequent of them to be at the world. So we've seen the likes of Belgium at the top of the world for years, even though they didn't win the World Cup or anything like that. So the most crucial part of it is that football will miss these two teams, these two players. We have not prepared for what will take their place when they are gone. Because there's no any set of players that can actually stand on the top of the world for that long. We talked last season, imagine we were talking about Lamine Yamal. Yeah. And only 7 games into the season, it's like miles off the competitions. That boy, I've said that boy, the way he's going, man.
And it's not just about the boy. We've talked about many players like that in the previous years. Young players who we have refused to allow them to grow. Once a player is growing, they begin to compare their stats with Messi at 18. You know, the same thing they are doing with Estevao now. I was telling the Chelsea fan, you guys should calm down, make these boys die before they even wake up. Because they can't. You can talk about what they were doing. They were saying, well, Lamine Yamal is earning now at 17. Ronaldo and Messi was not earning it even at 20. I said, yes, fine.
Economy was not the way it was there.
Is he going to stay at the top for that long that they were there? No. So in football, what we've had with Messi and Ronaldo over the years, I don't think we are going to have it again. I don't think. With the way players are moving and forms are dropping and stars are rising every day.
And with the way the players are getting distracted too much. The media too. Media distraction is also a problem.
Yeah.
All right. So the Legends game has ended. Talking about Chelsea legend versus Liverpool legend. The game ended 1-0. Ryan Babel. I mean, the man, his move doesn't show his old. The way he moved and turned and scored the goal. So it's 1-0 in favor of Liverpool legends against Chelsea legend. They beat them at the bridge. All right.
What happens now is that the fans get to meet them, take pictures.
That's even what I wanted to talk about, because that's even the most
important part of it.
No, beautiful part of it. You see the fans.
Yeah, you see Michael Ballack. He wasn't on the field, but
the way they stood up for them, they clapped, they cheered. The guys also move around the stadium, clapping back and all of that. I mean, good one. I mean, see these guys.
The developed world, developed nations are very. They are not just developed for nothing.
Why don't we learn all of these things from these people? We don't learn all these things.
You see, okay, but at the end of the game, we saw a fan run into the field trying to, get maybe a picture with one of the players and all of that. But it was quickly taken down and that. But in this country, who will do that for you? Who will do that for you? We are. I'm not going to say we are getting there. But I'm just going to say.
They say in Nigeria here, if they throw jersey at you, you dodge it. You come and carry your thing.
Carry don't sweat.
You are laughing. You know what they say? That they will just dodge it. But you see the sweat. I mean, as this guy was going out, see people were begging for a jersey, the number 10, Hazard. And he threw the jersey at one guy that picked it.
He was happy.
See the happiness.
If it's in Nigeria, if you have a bad game, I beg, no throw that jersey. Bad luck.
All that guy have to do is quickly put the jersey up for sale if he wants to sell it. And he sell that jersey for like £10,000. That's how crazy
people are ready to. Who be ready to buy.
There are some crazy fans of Hazard or any player who feel like, I need a player, I need a fan that got that jersey. Name your price.
Because there's evidence.
Yeah.
There's evidence. They can see it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the original. Most of them are crazy. They won't wash it. They will just go and frame it like that with the sweat smelling like that.
It's smelling like
they will keep it like that. Some shake your hands and they will go and put their hands on the paper and laminate it and hang it. Say, I shook Messi. All kind of things.
Can we do that?
We saw a crazy fan shook Ronaldo and the guy lifted his hands up like that. For days,
I'm telling you,
he used to bring the hands
to have his
he's not going to shake anybody.
To have his bad problem.
Even players, they do it among themselves. I saw an interview where Richarlison was having a conversation with Delima Ronaldo. When he was done, he rubbed his leg and he rubbed his own leg. So afterwards, let the...
You also believe in magic of this guy. So they also believe all of these things. Okay, it is well. All right, let's quickly give you a few updates before we get to wrap up this beautiful, beautiful day. Yes, once again, the man who owns Manchester United, maybe let me not say who owns, maybe the major shareholder. I mean, Sergeant Ratcliffe said it again, one and again. He said it 2 days ago. He has restated it again that they want to give this man 3 years. So all Manchester United go and chill. Man U fan, Bobola. So you guys should chill. They are not sacking him if you think they will sack him.
Well, I think they're just trying to calm the whole situation down because in the news there's been a sack. Amorim did this. You know, United fans or fans around, once the game is not going like the way they expect it to be, they would always call out the manager. We can see that with Postecoglou and all of it. But then, I've always said it that I don't believe so much in sacking a manager immediately.
So which group are you part of? Trust the process?
Yeah, trust the process. Honestly.
I will see how long before you change your...
Trust the process could be 2 years. 2 years for me, max, if you are not able to do anything.
You were not here on... was it on Thursday? Bobola said something. Was it on Thursday we were saying it? Or was it yesterday?
Friday.
That when you said we should trust the process in the Super Eagles too.
Yeah.
What?
That would never happen.
Well, let's
it was yesterday. Yeah.
The moment
is 3 years or 4 years.
No, they're actually rumor. And I'm very sure it's not just rumor. If it's not happening, people will not be leaking it. Coach Augustine Guavon.
No, he has
debunked it.
Yeah, you can debunk it, but we know it's going to happen.
Guavon has done it before. He has
debunked it, it's because he doesn't want.
He was one of the people that made us struggle for
this. Well, we know that once this happened now, this manager, somebody has to pay for it. Nigerians will be angry.
Why can't we do what Bobola said we should do yesterday?
Do what? How many months has this man been there? How many games has he played?
Bobola said we should just lock up, forget everything about winning.
Yeah.
Just focus
on.
Is that not what he said?
Focus on what?
If it's
on building
the team.
And now, I said that the other time too, that we should work on building, like the likes of Morocco and all of that. But do we have the manager we have now? Is he the kind of manager that knows how to build? Has he built before?
You see,
you don't build with someone that is actually, I don't have what it takes to build now.
Whether you like it or not, Mali, they were not in the very good state when this man took up the job.
Where is Mali today?
They got to the
Where was Mali before he left them?
Well, I don't think they
was that their all-time best performance? No.
In the recent time, yes.
No. When you say in recent time, when you say in recent time, is not you are not describing the fact that it's not their best ever performance.
You see, one thing is, it was Mali.
A manager that has not come to set any record or break any record. It
was Mali that gave this man the limelight. Honestly, we wouldn't have known Eric.
And who is Mali to be actually giving us? We gave a manager hope. A manager who gave us the qualifiers back to back.
Before then,
took us to the World Cup. He's about to take Benin now. We send the manager out. Now we are taking the manager from Mali.
No, that's the thing. You are leaving two managers out of it. Finidi George. I'm not entirely blaming him for it. But since he came on board, what I'm saying, Bobola, is that since this man came on board, there's actually not been any sort of improvement. Now, look, what are you going to use?
Are you not being too harsh on this man?
No, Daniel, too harsh. Let's look at the numbers now.
What numbers? In terms of the two managers that have taken us to the World Cup qualifiers, he has better numbers than them.
Yeah.
Eguavon and Finidi George.
No.
He hasn't.
You're talking about in this phase, in this current phase.
What other phase do we have?
Before now, we're supposed to build on the better. We're supposed to build better on the previous
before
one.
This man
we had a manager that took us to the last World Cup. Took us to the last Nations Cup, all the way to the final.
And what you are not thinking
we sacked that manager to go and employ a manager that went to the Nations Cup.
Sekou lost the game.
What would you say because he has not lost a game? Did Ange of Tottenham did he not win the Europa League last season?
You are leaving two managers.
Did he not fire him? Has he not proven it that he's actually a manager?
You are leaving two managers and you are going back to Pissarro.
No. I'm not leaving the two managers. I'm saying.
In fact, we've had three managers. What am I even saying?
What I'm saying is that
we've had Eguavon.
Exactly.
We've had this.
And
you are leaving them to talk about Genoro.
No.
That's what you are trying to do.
Because they all have a similar record. Genero is the only manager amongst them that actually has a standout record.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not in their category.
That's what I'm saying. You are comparing.
Is the better manager among all of them.
Daniel, this man came on a rescue mission. Fine. Yes.
Who's the rescue?
Eric Shell. That's what they brought him on for.
No.
It's not a rescue mission.
Don't rescue the qualification.
Have we been rescued?
That is it. He came for a rescue mission.
Have we been rescued?
Have
been rescued? Have
they had a better performance than those previous managers? Has he had a better performance than those previous
managers? Than those two losers. Don't say previous. Those two losers.
Whether you like it or not.
They're the same categories. How many points has he made since he came on board? Maybe 7 points.
He has a better performance than them. Before then,
we have how many points on the table now?
Whatever happened on Tuesday, this man should go.
He should go not because of what we are saying. It's easy for him to win on Tuesday and say, he's actually giving us some wins. The same, see, why should we see sacking? Finance, what buys manager time in this current age in football is that the manager has a philosophy he's implementing. What's the philosophy of this man? What are we saying with the Super Eagles now? We played against Lesotho and we could not dictate the tempo of the game.
Maybe he's still on an emergency rescue.
An emergency rescue of what rescue?
Finally qualify, we'll now see.
This is one of the most dicey situations to take up a job. When you have 5 games, when a team have played 5 games in 10 qualifiers,
and you have 5 to go,
and you have 5 to go,
and you need to qualify them.
The first 5, 2 managers, they didn't win games for you. They had 4 draws.
You actually use the word rescue.
They lost the game. He came on board. Now let's look at the start of this man. I'm not trying to say that whether you like it or not, he's better than those
a manager that has actually never been in a World Cup before, never led anything to the World Cup, is here to rescue us. It was not about rescue.
Why did they appoint him?
Bringing this man on board is one of those mistakes. It's one of those usual NFF mistakes.
Others were able to do it.
It's the same mistakes they've been making.
That was why they brought him. That was why they brought him now.
Do you know what will be a rescue mission? It's bringing a manager that actually has a record of saving teams like this.
That is what he is saying, that we should after all of these things.
So we should not
concentrate.
So unfortunately for us, we will now want to use him to build.
Let's begin to build.
No, we need a manager who has a CV.
Okay, so we should not use
who can show us how to
build. Afford the manager with the
CV. That's it.
Then we should quickly know our state. No, you're asking me a question. We should be asking NFF.
That is it.
If we have what it takes, this man is actually handing enough to
Daniel, before now you were speaking on behalf of NFF. Now, if you are saying we should ask NFF, now you are speaking on behalf of it. You said the man did not come for a rescue mission.
No.
How do you? When they clearly appointed him, you were speaking for him. Now the question gets dicey. Now you say we should ask them.
Well, that's what I said. To bring him on a rescue mission. You were the one who said he has come on a rescue mission. Two of you said he has come on a rescue mission. I said no. It doesn't look like a manager.
He said.
Everybody's running. Oh my God.
He said. Finally just sound like a politician now.
I said that was what he said yesterday.
Oh my God.
All right, let's begin to roll out. Thank you so much. We'll have enough time to talk about this. Next week, Saturday, I hope you will not be Lamentation Saturday.
That's when we will know the fruit of this manager. I hope
it will not be Lamentation Saturday. But God help us. Let's see what happens. We still believe in hope. And in Nigeria, miracle know the tire Jesus now. So let's see what happens. Thank you, sir. He's a pastor. Pray. You're the one that should be praying for us.
I don't want to prophesy in a place that is not busy. So the answer your prophecy is not good.
Thank you, Bola, for coming.
Thank you so much, Finance.
Sports Bam Bam.
Yeah.
I mean, Sports here. Yeah, the here. You should be seeing that we are in America.
This club game, but it doesn't see national game.
What I'm saying is we should change our manager.
That's what you see.
And get a manager that knows how to build.
You're not seeing very well. You say you are drinking too much, Gary. All right, thank you so much. My name is Pretty. You call me the Finest. Yeah, let me have a breather. I'll be back in about 2 hours for Back in the Day, where we take you way back in time. Music of 60s, 70s, 80s, and the 90s. Keep it locked right here. It is a Melody 100.7 FM.